Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is lecture 2, that is transcription in prokaryotes. How transcription starts in prokaryotes. Process of transcription it differ between the prokaryotes as well as in case of eukaryotes. Only one species of RNA polymerase, it can synthesize all the RNAs, all types of RNAs in case of prokaryotes. RNA polymerase, it is a multi-subunit enzyme which recognizes nucleotide sequence, that is promoter region and the termination region. These regions, they are the regulatory sequence that regulate the process of transcription from where it is start and from where it is end. RNA is always synthesized in prokaryotes like replication from 5' to 3' direction, and it is anti-parallel to its DNA template strand. It is anti-parallel, means it reads the DNA template strand from 3' to 5' direction, but synthesize its RNA from 5' to 3' direction. From both strands of DNA, only one acts as a template strand. Only one strand acts as a template strand. This strand is known as non-coding strand, while the other strand, it is known as the coding strand or non-template strand. Which strand is used as a template strand is determined by the location of the promoter region for that gene, for that specific gene. RNA polymerase, it involves a core enzyme and several auxiliary proteins. In prokaryotes, this RNA polymerase, the core enzyme consists of many subunits, 2 alpha, 1 beta and 1 beta prime. Another subunit known as the sigma subunit, omega subunit, is also present in the core enzyme. These 2 alpha subunits involved for the enzyme assembly, beta prime involved for the template binding, and this beta, it is involved for the 5' to 3' RNA polymerase activity. However, the function of omega subunit, it is unknown, while another subunit which is known as the sigma subunit, it is also present in RNA polymerase haloenzyme. This sigma subunit is responsible for the recognition of promoter region on the DNA. This one is the picture of haloenzyme of RNA polymerase in case of prokaryotes. 1 sigma, 2 alpha, 1 beta prime, 1 beta and omega subunit, they constitute the haloenzyme. Core enzyme constitute 2 alpha, 1 beta prime and 1 omega subunit, while the sigma subunit, which recognize the promoter region, it make the haloenzyme. Now, steps in RNA synthesis, the different phases during the transcription process in prokaryotes, that is the initiation, elongation and termination. The transcriptional unit, it extends from the promoter to the termination region, and the product of transcription, it is primary transcript, and it is found by the RNA polymerase. Initiation. Initiation starts when RNA polymerase haloenzyme, it binds with the promoter region. What is the promoter region? Promoter region is the specific regulatory region, regulatory sequences present on the promoter region, and these regulatory sequence recognized by sigma subunit of the haloenzyme so as to start the transcription of a specific gene. The promoter region constitutes characteristic consensus sequence, these characteristic consensus sequence like -35 sequence and -10 or Pribnov box, they are uh, frequently present in prokaryotes. -35 sequence, consensus sequence, that is starts from 5' to 3'. The nucleotide always read from 5' to 3' direction, and this is the initial point of contact for the holoenzyme so as to form a closed complex. First of all, this RNA polymerase or sigma subunit, it recognizes the -35 sequence for the binding of the RNA polymerase enzyme so as to form a closed complex. Closed complex means there is no unbinding of the both DNA strands take place, only the binding of RNA polymerase enzyme with that of this consensus sequence or -35 sequence. Mostly these regulatory sequences, they are present on a non-template or coding strands of DNA of the specific gene. Now next consensus sequence is the Pribnov box. Here the holoenzyme, it moves and covers a second consensus sequence that is at 5' to 3' direction, known as the Pribnov box. It is centered at about -10 sequence. When it recognizes the second consensus sequence, that is Pribnov box, then melting or unbinding of both strands of DNA take place, and this melting constitute at about 14 bases, and due to this melting, transcriptional bulk very important during the process of transcription. So transcriptional bulk take place during the recognition of this Pribnov box. The transcription is also affect if there is any mutation in the promoter region. So the mutation in promoter region, it can also affect the transcription. This is the whole picture by which the different promoter regions, they are frequently lie in almost all the prokaryotes. First region, -35 region, -35 sequence, consensus sequence, TTGACA, -35 lie at about or centered -35 nucleotide. Then what is the mean of -35? This one is the transcriptional start site, and it is denoted as +1. The transcriptional start site from where the first nucleotide of DNA template, it is transcribed into RNA. This is known as the transcriptional start site, this one. Now this transcriptional start site, upstream of this transcription start site is denoted the nucleotides as minus. Here, -1, -2, -3, -4, and so on. Upstream of transcriptional start site at about 35 nucleotides upstream from the transcriptional start site, there is a consensus sequence which is known as the -35 sequence, recognized by the RNA polymerase holoenzyme or sigma subunit of RNA polymerase. It forms only a closed complex. When it binds with this sequence, it forms a closed complex. Another consensus sequence or the promoter region lie, which is known as the Pribnow box. This one is the Pribnow box. This is lie at the -10 region. -10 regions or centered at about -10 region mean 10 nucleotides upstream from the transcriptional start site. TAT is the frequently lie at the Pribnow box. When this sigma subunit it recognize this Pribnow box, then what happens? The open complex is formed. Closed complex is being converted to open complex. What does it mean? It not only recognize this Pribnow box, binding with this Pribnow box, it can also unbinding of both strands of DNA. And a transcriptional bulb is formed. When it binds with this, it forms a transcriptional bulb. After recognition of the Pribnow box, what happened? This RNA polymerase, it forms several short pieces of RNA. And these short pieces, less than 10 nucleotide piece, they form and discarded. When the transcript it exceeds 10 nucleotides in length, then RNA polymerase it will leave it will leave the promoter region and move along the template strand in a processive manner. Our DNA RNA hybrid helix is formed during the elongation phase. This one is the picture of the elongation phase. This is the RNA strand, newly synthesized RNA strand. The RNA strand always synthesized from 5' to 3' direction. This one is the transcriptional bulb, RNA polymerase. In the transcriptional bulb, a hybrid of DNA RNA take place. RNA DNA hybrid. Newly synthesized RNA in 5' to 3' direction. This one is the RNA DNA hybrid in the transcriptional bulb. Here a positive supercoils ahead of this transcriptional bulb take place and a negative supercoiling behind of this transcriptional bulb take place, and these supercoiling they are relieved by a topoisomerase. This is the picture for elongation phase. What happened in the elongation phase? When the RNA polymerase it synthesizes RNA, a region arrives. This is known as the termination region. When RNA polymerase recognizes the regulatory sequence or the region, termination region, then this phase, elongation phase, will be entered into the termination phase. This termination phase may be intrinsic, known as the spontaneous, or it depends upon the participation of a protein which is known as the Rho protein or Rho factor. So the termination may be a Rho independent termination or Rho dependent termination. In Rho independent termination, what happens? When a region or the termination region arrives or reached, then there is in Rho independent termination, there are the sequence on the DNA that form the complementary sequence on RNA. These complementary sequences are such that they can form a stem loop structure or hairpin structure. Stem loop structure or hairpin structure. There is a structure which shows the intrachain binding, extensive intra-chain binding, hydrogen bonding take place, and ahead of this structure a string of uracil nucleotides that bind with the A on the DNA strand. Adenosine, A for adenosine. This is a weak bonding, and by the formation of this structure and the bonding of U to A on a DNA template strand, which is a weak bonding, it uh, detached from the DNA template. The newly synthesized RNA now detached from the DNA template strand. This termination is known as row-independent termination. In row-independent termination, a structure is formed which is known as the stem loop structure, and this structure detach the RNA from DNA, and the other one is the row dependent termination, and this involves the participation of a protein known as the row protein, which contain both the ATPase activity as well as the helicase activity, and this row protein bind at the recognition site, row recognition site, which is near the 3' end of the nascent RNA. After binding by means of ATPase activity, it moves along the RNA and reach the RNA polymerase, and it pauses the activity of the RNA polymerase at the termination site, and by means of helicase activity it separates the RNA DNA hybrid helix, and thus release of the RNA takes place. Thank you very much.